Hey, what's up, everybody? Coming back to bringing you with another video about information about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And I know it's kind of funny because of how I'm playing a Nintendo console, playing the not the newest but the latest Mario game from the original Wii on the new Wii U. But I'm gonna get back to it. I've been hearing a lot of information, a lot of things about the PlayStation 4. Is getting like the fans of it are getting like really angry because of what Xbox is kind of doing. And then I heard another thing is that Xbox is starting to come back on top of coming back to most in sales, like coming back and kicking PlayStation 4's butt. Now, there is one thing I heard that Microsoft might be doing this summer or this uh, holiday season. I don't know when, but I heard something about it. I don't know if it's true or not. It may not be, but it feels like it is because I've seen it a few times. Microsoft might actually be um, switching the gold situation to free online and free online gaming, but for gold you still got to have gold in order to get free games that are games with gold, and to buy games on sale that are deals with gold, and all that stuff. But the online playing like Call of Duty and stuff that some like just online playing like Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty, anything like that you can play online with your friends. They might be switching that to free, just like the PlayStation Network is. Like PlayStation Networks let you play online for free, but you gotta have PlayStation Plus in order to get like free games. But yeah, they might actually be doing that from what I'm understanding because I've been seeing it so much lately. But another thing is the reason why the Xbox One is starting to come back and starting to kick Sony's tail in sales now is because of how they're getting like really good major updates every month, and Sony doesn't hardly get that much updates, but maybe like I think once every few months, and they don't even never change nothing. But Microsoft, every single update Microsoft usually has, there's always something new that they added that's major and that's surprising. I mean, it's just like the other day, Tuesday, they uh, they added Black Ops One to backward compatibility. So now fans that are Call of Duty fans and that don't like the newer Call of Duties on the new gen consoles, you got Black Ops One to play, and the graphics on the Xbox One and Black Ops One, they look a little bit more better than what they would look on the actual 360 and PlayStation 3 consoles. But yeah. Also, in my opinion, if I had to choose between I know I got almost all consoles except PS4, but just saying, if I had to choose between a console to pick for Christmas if I didn't have any, I would have to pick the Xbox One over all the others. And then if I already had it and then my parents asked me for another one, I would have to ask for this one, the Wii U, over the PlayStation 4. And then as old consoles, if I had to choose, I would have to pick pretty much the same thing, but I kind of like the PlayStation 3 a lot more better than the PlayStation 4. But I will eventually get a PlayStation 4, but it will not be for like a very long time. I'm planning on it, but it probably won't be for like till around Christmas or something, or Thanksgiving. It'd be like around the end of the year. But also another thing, Microsoft always adds new backward compatibility games every week, and so far, Black Ops 1 and Left 4 Dead 2 and Saints Row 4 I think are the number one top three best backward compatibility games they've so far added. But they're going to add more like Red Dead Redemption and I think Black Ops 2 eventually, and I think Grand Theft Auto 4, and they're going to make lots of more money once they add those games on there because everybody there's not a lot of people that love Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people that play it. There's probably more people in the Grand Theft Auto community that's probably played it and that loves it, but there's still fans that love 4 a lot, because I can understand why, because some of the action on 4 is like a bit more realistic than what 5 would look. But in my opinion, I think they're both great GTA games. They both are fun, and they both have good graphics. I mean, I know GTA 4 is the oldest, but GTA 4 still is pretty good, and hell, even San Andreas is still good. Because San Andreas was made for PlayStation 2, and it came out on the PS2 at first, and they released the game now on about a year and a half ago on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. They remastered it. It looks more HD, and the game is sick. I love the graphics of it. And I don't know. I keep thinking they probably won't add this, but I think they might. They might add GTA San Andreas backward compatibility from 360, in which I would be so freaking happy if they did, because in my opinion, that's like the best Grand Theft Auto game I ever played in my life. Beside Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4. But Grand Theft Auto 4 is my third favorite Grand Theft Auto game. 5 is my second favorite, and San Andreas is my number 1 complete favorite. But if you look at it this way, those both are actually my favorite Grand Theft Auto games ever. Those actually 3 are. I mean, Vice City was alright. Liberty City Stories was alright. Vice City Stories was alright. But San Andreas 4 and 5, you cannot hit this. You cannot quit loving those games, because 5's the newest. 4 is the latest one and still has good story, and San Andreas, you can't imagine how good it looks on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But yeah, they might, like I said, Microsoft might actually be doing that. And here's another thing I've been seeing stories about. Lionhead Studios is the company that actually made Fable games that are only Xbox exclusives, like Halo. But from what I have started to see, the company Lionhead Studios were wanting to make Fable 4, but Microsoft said no, you're going to continue making Fable Legends whether you like it or not. And they wanted to continue with the franchise and make Fable 4, because 3 so far is still the newest Fable out for right now, and they wanted to make 4, which another single player campaign and all that. And Microsoft was just like, no, you're going to continue making Legends, and you're going to do it like we say. And then so the people did not like it, and so what they did was everybody except 3 people in that group of Lionhead Studios, they all left because they didn't like Microsoft's choice. But they also they didn't like it because they wanted to continue with the franchise and make 4, but Microsoft was a complete freaking dumb idiot and decided to push them to their limit to make freaking Legends. And I don't think a lot of people will like Legends as much as they will like 4. Microsoft always wants to do anything to make money, and I think they're not. Right there's one spot that they're doing that they're not going to get much money out of. Because I think Fable Legends is an online only game, but but it's got like a story, I think, to it. But I mean, I'm going to get it if they decide to get back to where they left off and they start making it, because so far right now the game has been canceled because like I said, the company got tired of Microsoft pushing them and they left. And now I'm hearing that they're coming back. Well, they might actually, but if not, I've been seeing information about that they might get new people coming in, and Microsoft has to agree to have them, and they might be starting to get back to Fable, and I was kind of upset because I loved Fable no matter what. Fable games are like my number one, or my number one, as well as Halo. Favorite Xbox exclusives. Halo and Fable are my number one, two favorite Xbox exclusive games ever. Halo is the awesome, and so is Fable with a great story. And I hope they get back to Fable, but yeah, Microsoft is going to be actually it's starting to kick Sony's butt from what I'm understanding. Well, catching up. Now, the thing of it is that the reason why people bought more PS4s and Xbox Ones is because I think it's because of how Xbox has like more issues than what PlayStation does, even though PlayStation has more issues than what Xbox does, because PlayStation freaking glitches out from what I'm hearing from one of my teachers because her son has one, and Xbox doesn't really do that, to be honest, because when I understand it, don't. But yeah. And another thing, the reason why people bought PS4s over the Xbox is just because of graphics wise, and the graphics really don't really matter for nothing. They're pretty much the same, but they look different. They look different just with two different good ways. Like they look the same in both different ways, but they look the same. Period. But that's another thing of why everybody was getting the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox was breaking, is because I think because of how the graphics are slightly a little bit better. But even though I like better graphics, I would still have to take a PlayStation or the Xbox One over the PlayStation 4 if I had to choose before that. So yeah, guys, if you guys are Xbox fans and you're glad that I recorded this and you hear this news, tell me guys what you think in the comments below, and subscribe my channel.